Greetings, this is FrozenMelon, and what I'll be doing at the moment is just posting some games up of regards to the arena mode in Hearthstone. That'd be a good idea. Also, it'll probably help me kind of get better at the game itself as well. So I'll start off just putting up one little ticket in, and we'll have a look at the classes. As far as classes go, I said I'm not sure really which one is standing out at the moment with the new sort of format in the arena, with the new cards being released. I'm always quite a big fan of Druid and Rogue anyway, because you just have a hero power that can deal with the board. So I'm just going to start with Druid today, because I just feel like I'm playing a bit of Druid. So between all these here, I'm going to take the Hog Rancher, just a good catch-up card. Again, I'll take the second one there rather than sort of a random effect. Stealth draws a card, makes it cost one less, is quite useful. I will take an Overflow here, just because card draw I think is quite useful. Arbor Up, just brilliant card, always worth having. Next up, Drew the Claw on Nourish. I said I could take that, give my minions +1 attack, but it depends on if I have a board, but it is a good 1 mana 2/2 if I do want to play it that way most of the time. Or it's quite flexible. I'll play Drew the Claw, it's quite useful. In this case I'm going to Bees. Take a second Bees, just because I don't have to deal with early game minions. Some of the 3-cost Death Rattle 4 mana. Pick that up, I've got no force at the moment. And it's a sticky minion on board. Now I don't have a way to trigger the egg reliably, so in this case I'll take the ping. To my card. Celestial Alignment is going to be a bad card for me. I just think that I don't have a big enough deck to support it, and I don't have any ramp cards just yet, so I'm going to take Defender. Kind of regret my decision, but I can't draw it reliably. I'll take the big taunt here. This is a big taunt. This, I've actually been ruined by this several times already, but in this game, just playing on turn 1 is such a good play. Again, stealth, draw, cost 1 less, so I think that's quite good. This requires me to hero power a little bit too much, so like later game it's probably not too bad, but then you think it's 4 mana to summon a 4/2, deal 1 damage, gain 1 armor. So it's probably not that great. At the end of the turn, reduce a card or increase it. 3 mana, not really too sure. This can be quite useful to get it out and do it. Again, Claw Machine, quite a good card to have out. I'm probably going to take the 2-drop here, just because Druid cards can be quite useful as well if I don't have any. I'll take another Arbor Up. In this case, I don't have any spells. I said if there's only many on the battlefield, this is quite likely to proc sometimes. I've got 2 spells really that I could play, 3/4. So this could be a 3 mana 4/4 with Rush. In most cases, maybe 2 mana, but that's more late game. I'll take Strangleton Tiger here. I'll take the Safety Inspector. I think being able to shuffle cards back in is pretty useful. I'll take the Power of the Wild because it's flexible. It's always quite nice to have. I'll take another big Beat Stick and Stomp the Champion. Again, 3 mana for... I'll take the 3 mana card, I think it's flexibility. Next spell costs 2 less. I'll take the 2 mana Murloc, have a bit more early game. But the card was pointless. This I think is another good card, giving me a +4, +2 with Rush. And again, it summons a Kodo, which is a 4/2 as well. Here I will take actually 2-drop. Take the big dragon here, just because it's going to be useful. Now in this case I have a good amount of taunts. That I can actually play that say taunt on them. I should only have like 2 or 3, but they're quite big late game stuff. So I said the first taunt you play each turn costs 2 less. I said this could be quite useful, so just get them out. Mindset of me picking up more taunts. I don't know how this is. This is something around a beast, but it is another big late game card. This only can attack with 8 cards in hand, which I'm less likely to do with such a being arena. So I'll take that there. And that is the arena deck. That was quite a big quick draft, so let's jump into the first game, see how we get along.
Malfurion versus Gul'dan.
So we're against a Warlock for the first game, and I've got 2, 2, 3. I said I will toss this now, just because I don't want a big minion in your hand to begin with. Now there is an argument for calling out a 1-drop here. Probably this one here. The earlier I get this out, I can draw a card. Might get a bit more tempo on there, so essentially I retain my coin on the card that I draw next turn. Which I don't think is a bad play. And especially since I also have follow-up for it as well. Because if I draw a 3-mana card, I can play it on turn 2, which again keeps my tempo up. My opponent decided to play nothing, so just drawing a card. So in this case, we're going to capitalise on the tempo, and I'm going to play this now. Just because he gets more out on the board.
Come, sharp, rouse, smell.
So here, I said I could just deal with it by using the bees, which I probably think is probably the best play anyway, because at least then it is dead, and I've got nothing else. I'll play this turn, and then force all the rest of the damage face. I want to try and reduce my opponent's life total just so they don't have time to tap. So the more tapping they do, they can get more and more answers and get more and more resources to use against me. Next turn is going to be a 2 and a 2. I'll attack that preemptively just because I might hero power next turn depending on what I draw.
Everything looks up to code.
I'm going to play this first, see what I get off it.
Never knew you wanted.
And I get that for next turn, which is going to be quite useful, so I've got something to play. I'll play the taunt, and play this as well.
Intel acquired.
Not the taunt card, but the card makes my taunt minions cost less. I will protect it here, just because if I do draw one of my late game cards, there's a good chance I might be able to play it.
Hey! Good tickets don't come cheap.
Okay, so in this case I'm just going to play the 6-mana taunt here. Now, there is an argument for trading that one off, which I think I will do, because it needs more power on the board. And next turn I can play this and buff the board if I need to. So we had an answer for it. So in this case I won't bother buffing the board, I will just play this as a 3-2. Again, hit face.
Ooh, the red one tastes like cherries.
Surprise inspection.
It's quite a big minion for him to try and kill off. I'm representing lethal on board even for next turn. He's only got one attack he can do. So either heals now or he dies next turn.
Just clouded around.
It just baffles me that there are these sort of decks that exist.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
Surprise inspection.
that they just end up going so late game focused. And once they get there, they can just like completely obliterate you, but they draw all their early game exactly when they need to.
I'll be your field guide.
Surprise inspection.
For the wild.
He's going to do it anyway, so I'm just going to make that trade there. Just because if he does have sort of any other board there, stuff like that. Does he have a way to deal with it all?
5 more minutes, man.
That's got to hurt for him trading that in. So here, I'm going to play the bees on that minion, sacrifice the damage this turn, just because it gives me more next turn. I could have pushed more damage to face, but I want to clear that minion off as well, just in case. Because you never know. I said it probably was a misplay. I probably could have just played that and then shoved more damage to face, but he's starting to run low by the looks of it, and he's trying to get as many outs as he possibly can.
King's honor, friend. The rage. It claims me.
And that's game. Pretty good top tech there. Yeah, that's the first game. So I do appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.